Hello everyone, today I want to talk about ALGO. This is a crypto I've been hearing about, and I figured I want to take a deep dive and see if it was worth all the hype or if it's worth an investment. Stay tuned. Before I begin, I just want to let you know that I am not a financial advisor. Everything I'm saying here is just completely for entertainment purposes and my opinion. And I'm looking at certain coins that I'm looking to get into during this bear market, so by the time this next bull market runs around, that I'm in a good position and I have good bags of some of these coins that I'll be talking about in the near future. So let's talk about Algorand. Algorand launched in June 2019. It is an open sourced smart contract blockchain network, and its native token is ALGO. Now, Algorand was designed to be a simple and cost-effective payment infrastructure. It also creates and sends stablecoins, securities, algo tokens, and currencies, as well as NFTs. Also, it is widely adopted in South America. Now, the use case for Algorand is, and this is from their website, that hundreds of organizations comprised of fintechs, startups, financial services, institutions, and DeFi are currently building on Algorand. The robust community is creating a healthy ecosystem, organizations that are aligned with Algorand's longer-term vision for the future of finance. So the founder is Silvio Micali. Silvio Micali is a MIT professor. He's also the recipient of Turing Award, ACM Fellow Award, and Godel Prizes. He said that he built this platform from scratch, and he based it entirely on new principles to guarantee true decentralization, scale, and security. Now, part of me, when I deep dive into some of these projects, I want to look at the website, take a look how professional it is. I also want to look at their social media footprint, see what type of traction and type of followers they have, if they have a good community. Take a look at Tokenomics, and then I look at the overall future of the project. So let's get into it. Here I look at the website, and the website's very professional. Here you can see that they have the block time listed, the wallet addresses, transaction fees, and it's updated daily. Here's also looking at the website, just going through it here. So everything's good. They talk about their founder, white paper information's here, some of their capabilities, core protocols. Here also you can look at their ecosystem. So this gets a thumbs up from me as far as the website goes. Now let's take a look at social media presence. Now, on Twitter, they have about 280,000 followers, which isn't bad. They need a little bit more traction. There's others like Dogecoin that have more followers. But again, they're starting out, so 280 isn't bad. And also they're being followed by some of the people in the crypto space, a lot of YouTube influencers. So they're also following this project, which shows that it has some promise. And if you look at the tweets, they have over about 3,600 tweets. So they are active on Twitter. If we go ahead, we look at Instagram. And Instagram, they have about 22.9 thousand followers. So that's good. They have about 52 posts on Instagram. So not too bad. Not the greatest, but not bad either. Partnerships. They recently announced a partnership with FIFA. And for those of you who don't know, FIFA is the league for soccer. Football, as they call it, everywhere aside from the United States. And soccer is believe it or not, the most popular sport in the country, continent. If you want to talk about Asia, South America, North America, soccer is very popular. Well, FIFA said that the agreement with Algorand becomes the first organization's official blockchain platform, which is huge. And it also provides blockchain supported wallet solution. Also, they had a partnership with LimeWire. And LimeWire, a lot of you guys may be young, don't remember this, but back in my day, LimeWire was a follow-up to Napster. And they kind of spearheaded free music. So downloading free music and having access to that as far as MP3 goes. So LimeWire was big into that. Well, now they're reinventing themselves and they want to get into the NFT space, and they want to use the Algorand platform in order to produce that. So that's big. They also have partnerships with USV, Pillar, 1111 Ventures, Allied Crypto, Luno Capital, Bixen Capital, Brainchild, CMB International, and more. Many, many more. Also, they have a project they recently announced with legendary hip-hop artist DMC of Run DMC. And they're teaming up with songthatownsitself.org. to launch a new track co-owned with fans titled Million Scars, driving deeper engagement and opportunities for co-ownership with fans. So it's a project that started, and there may be many more where songs are owned by the artists and fans. So that's something different, something to look forward to. And also I saw this, Lotterycom advances Project Nexus with selection of Algorand to power blockchain-based gaming platform. And from their website, you can see their ecosystem here. Mostly the financial infrastructure, that's their niche. And you can see all the companies and projects that they're affiliated with, as well as wallets. And below there is the ecosystem of applications. So it's growing, and it's not a project that's standing still. And the FIFA partnership I just talked about, that was within a month that happened. So during this bear market, this project is still moving. They're not sitting still. And I think the adoption will come as long as they keep moving and keep growing, keep developing. Tokenomics. Right now, at the time of the video, it was trading at 36 cents. The all-time high was $2.82, and that was back in November 17th, 2021. The market cap for Algorand is about 2.5 billion. Now, if we compare that to Ethereum, which is the #1 smart contract, their market cap is about 218 billion. So if you can see that, the difference is, Ethereum is the big gorilla in the building. So, it's a small project, and with continued development, it can get up there. So they have some room to grow. So that's a positive. The negative is there's over 6.9 billion circulating supply, and still there's 21% scheduled to be released onto the market. So that's over 20% inflation rate. So that is a big zinger. Total value lock, since it is a smart contract, you want to take a look and see how many projects, how many DeFi projects is on the ecosystem, on Algorand, and where they rank. So as far as DeFi goes, Algorand currently ranks, according to DeFi Llama, at 30. Total value locked to date is about 107 billion. So there's an opportunity there for it to grow in that sector. Next, I'm looking at an article here that I found interesting, and that's from Guy, Coin Bureau Network. He's on YouTube as well. He said the first one, and some issues that he recognizes or he sees with Algorand, is that it's a lack of user adoption. Almost every smart contract crypto I've covered recently has seen exponential growth in its user base over the last few months. But this exponential growth isn't as apparent in Algorand. I reckon that this can be chalked up to the fact that Algorand wallets used to interact with its dApps aren't nearly as familiar or as user-friendly as other browser extensions such as MetaMask. It also doesn't help that Algo's price has consistently underperformed, and that ties into its second challenge. Algorand's tokenomics still aren't great. And it seems that at the end of the accelerated vesting for Algo's early investors hasn't helped with Algo's price action at all. To make things worse, supply continues to hit the market. In fact, in a January presentation, the Algorand Foundation's former CEO, Sean Lee, actually celebrated the fact that Algo's supply had increased from 1.4 billion to over 6.3 billion in 2021 alone. The main reason why there isn't much demand for Algo is because Algorand has focused its attention to catering to institutions and institutional investors instead of retail users and investors. As far as I can tell, Algorand has been trying to increase institutional catering to Michelin star levels with its overly aggressive push to be green. Despite these issues, he says, the smart contract platform may set new record highs if its strategy to continue to focus on institutional investors pans out. Algorand has quite a few things to work on, but if its focus on institutional adoption proves to be fruitful, it could create a demand that Algo needs to definitely surpass its previously all-time highs. So my conclusion on this one is Algorand has a good founder. He's an MIT professor. He's won various awards. He kind of knows what he's talking about in dealing with numbers and blockchain. They are focused on institutional investors and financial institutions. Also, it's important to note that Algorand is ISO 222 compliant. ISO 222, for those of you who don't know, is an ISO standard for electronic data interchange between financial institutions. Also, Algorand is adapted in South America, which is good. So they have a foothold there. The tokenomics isn't great. However, it is not meant as a store of value. So if you recognize that, then you understand, the inflationary part of the token. However, still not great. It has a decent social media presence and following. They have good partnerships. I mentioned the FIFA one, which is huge, and it's still developing during a bear market. I believe Algorand could reach and surpass its all-time high of $200.82 in the next bull run. Currently, it's at 37 cents. So what I imagine, or my plan for Algorand is, I'm going to monitor it. I still think we're in a bear market probably for another year or two. And at this level, 37 cents, I think is good. I mean, if I'm thinking it's going to surpass that 282, getting at this level and anything under, I'm going to definitely have a bag of Algorand to, ride the wave up to the next bull run. So yes, I believe it's a good investment just because I think this project will not die. It has some good adoption. The adoption is only going to get greater. And what they're trying to do, they're not trying to be Ethereum. They're trying to do their own thing with the financial institutions, which kind of differentiates itself from the other smart platforms. So I like it. So thumbs up from me. So that's it for this video. If you like the content, please hit the subscribe button and like for more. I'm going to continue to talk about projects that I'm into. I try not to follow the crowd. I see what other people are doing. I only talk about, projects that I think have a future and some that aren't that popular. And I try to find hidden gems. For the next bull run, I'm trying to make that life-changing wealth. And I'm hoping that, if you follow me, you learn something, you learn how to invest and also do your own type of investigations and figure out what projects work for you. So thank you, and I'll see you till next time. Bye.